students, how are you? I hope all are good. Today let me start SST chapter number 5, Earth's movement. Here learning outcomes. Okay, so this chapter Earth's movement. Earth कैसे movement करती है, तो ये पूरा हम उसके बारे में पढ़ेंगे आज. Plate movement, formation of mountains, volcanoes, earthquakes. ठीक है. So the Earth's crust is relatively thin and is broken up into a series of plates which fit closely together called lithospheric plates. Okay, so they are constantly in motion. The Eurasian plate, the North America plate, the Antarctic plate, the Indo-Australia plate, the Pacific plate, and the South America plate. Massive forces inside the earth cause the continents and oceans to move apart and together again. The tremendous heat generated inside the core of the earth causes the rocks in the mantle to become molten. ठीक है. These molten rocks expand, rise and push the plates. जो हमारी अर्थ है उस पर कई तरह के रॉक्स होते हैं, है ना. रॉक्स मतलब क्या होता है, ये अपराइज होते रहते हैं, ऊपर नीचे एक दूसरे से टकराते हैं. ठीक है. Rise and push the plates away from each other. So when they cool down, they sink and bring the plates, है ना, towards each other. So this process is known as plate tectonics. Plate movement. There are three types of plate movements. Divergent plates movement occurs when two plates move away from each other. Cracks or gaps are created at the plate boundaries through which magma from the mantle oozes out. When this magma solidifies, new crust is formed. ठीक है. तो क्या होता है, नए फॉर्म में आ जाता है ये. Convergent plate movement occurs when due to forces of compression two plates move towards each other and they collide. When two continental plates collide, they form mountains. Transform plate movement occurs when two plates side past each other. A tremendous friction occurs which leads to devastating earthquakes. Formation of mountains. When two lithosphere plates move, it may result in either folding or faulting. So these two processes are responsible for the formation of mountains. Next one is folding. When two plates collide, a force of compression is created. As a result, the rock layers of the Earth's crust get folded. So this process is called folding. So alternate a force called anticline and downfold. So called syncline are formed on the rocks. This is how fold mountains are formed. So the Himalayas and the Alps are good examples of fold mountains. Faulting. So what is faulting? When two plates move apart from each other. जब दो प्लेट्स जो है अपार्ट मतलब एक दूसरे से टच होती हैं, a force of tension is created. तो एक फोर्स लगता है उसमें. As a result, the crust get cracked. So this process of displacement. एक डिस्प्लेसमेंट मतलब एक जगह से दूसरी जगह खिसकना. ओके. ऑफ रॉक स्ट्राटा ऑन ईदर साइड्स ऑफ द क्रैक क्रिएट्स फॉल्ट्स एंड इज कॉल्ड फॉल्टिंग. सो ब्लॉक माउंटेन्स एंड रिफ्ट वैलीज आर द मोस्ट कॉमन लैंडफॉर्म्स प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय फॉल्टिंग. A block mountain is formed when there are two almost parallel faults and the land between them is either uplifted or left standing after the surrounding areas have subsided. The Vindhya and the Satpura ranges in India are examples of block mountains. So a rift valley is formed when the central block of land between two almost parallel faults sinks down. So the Great Rift Valley of Africa is the best example of a rift valley. So the Narmada Valley in India, lying between the Vindhya and the Satpura ranges, is also a rift. Volcanoes can be simply defined as an opening in the Earth's crust through which molten material comes out from the interior of the earth. So this material consists of lava, ash, hot molten rock, steam, gas and solid rock particles. The opening of the volcano is called a vent. So a conical mountain may be formed around it. So crater of the volcano is a funnel shaped basin surrounding the. On the basis of nature and frequency of eruptions, volcanoes are classified into three types: active volcanoes, dormant volcanoes and extinct volcanoes. Okay, so number one, active volcanoes. Active volcanoes or living volcanoes, they erupt frequently and hurl out gases, ashes, lava and rocks A belt of such active volcanoes are found around the Pacific Ocean and is called the Ring of Fire. So, some famous active volcanoes are Mount Etna in Italy and Buran Island in the Andaman Sea, India. Dormant volcanoes. Dormant volcanoes are those volcanoes which have not erupted from a long period. They are also termed as sleeping volcanoes. Mount Vesuvius in Italy is a dormant volcano. Extinct volcanoes. Extinct volcanoes are inactive and therefore called dead volcanoes. So, Kilimanjaro in Africa and Rainier in the USA. ठीक है, दो volcano है, Kilimanjaro and Rainier in the USA are examples of extinct volcano. So, calders are lakes which are formed from extinct volcanoes. Distribution of volcanoes. Most of the world's active and dormant volcanoes are located in two distinct belts. So, number one, the Circum-Pacific Belt. It encircles the Pacific Ocean. It is also known as Pacific Ring of Fire. Most of the volcanoes are located in the Andes of South America and the Rockies of North America. The Mid-World Mountain Belt. It consists of the extinct and dormant volcanoes that lie among the Mediterranean Sea. The world's most beautiful volcanic mountain, Fusiyama in Japan, is under this belt. Earthquakes. Earthquakes are vibrations that move through the earth and over its surface. They are caused by disturbances that originate and inside the earth. Sudden movements deep beneath the surface, like the rupture of rocks and the collision of tectonic plates. So, release an enormous amount of energy in the front form of seismic or shock waves. So, these seismic waves travel to the surface and cause earthquakes. The seismograph is an instrument that detects and records the intensity of earthquake waves. So, the magnitude, severity of an earthquake is indicated by a number on the Richter scale. If an earthquake measures below 4 on the Richter scale, it is considered as a mild tremor. Okay, so if it is above 4 and below 6, it is considered a moderate tremor. Buildings shake and things fall down. If it measures more than 6, it is considered severe earthquakes and can be disastrous. Earthquakes, building collapse, rivers change course, transport, power and water, supply lines get cut and gas lines break. So which can result in fire. So earthquakes under the sea can cause tsunamis, giant waves. Okay, so the all topics are covered here. I hope you all are very well understand this, and we will meet you the next class. Thank you.